What's going on, guys? We're here today, and today we're going to be reacting to the newest Pinkie Tales by Magpie Pony called Sky Blue and the Seven Colors. This is basically a parody of Snow White, and it is much shorter than the last one, which was, I can't remember. It was the Sleeping Beauty one. I can't remember what it was called. Slumberjack, that was it. So, I know for a fact that Sky Blue means Rainbow Dash is going to be the princess this time around. This is different because Mag has never portrayed Rainbow Dash as the princess. She has only portrayed her as the prince or some other character. What other like, shenanigans is she going to put into this? I mean, ever since freaking Darling Dash, I am traumatized. So I don't know what to expect. I honestly don't. I know Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs pretty well. It's basically about a princess that gets run out because the princess thinks that she's, well, the queen, technically, basically runs her out because she is the fairest of them all. And, yeah, we all know how the story goes. Can I tell you all the names of the dwarves? Probably not, to be honest. So, without further ado, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pinkie Tales, Sky Blue and the Seven Colors.
Awesome. Actually,
I bet you'll love tonight's story, Pounded Pumpkin. It's all about bright, happy colors, honest furniture, and accurate statistics. Shall we get started? Once upon a time.
Okay, already I'm confused.
There was a faraway kingdom ruled by a loving king and his queen. One day, the queen looked up at the sky after a terrible storm had passed, and she smiled. She was enthralled by the bright blue hue set against the newly formed rainbow that streaked across the horizon. From that moment on, all she desired was a daughter with a coat as blue as the sky and mane and tail as colorful as the rainbow.
It's cute.
Months later, her wish came true, and she named the little princess Sky Blue.
Okay.
Unfortunately, soon after the princess's birth, the queen took ill and passed away, leaving a grieving king and kingdom behind. Years passed, and the filly princess grew to be a headstrong, adventurous spirit beloved by her father and her ponies. The king, however, was very lonely and desired to find a new wife and mother for his daughter. To his misfortune, the mare he had chosen
Applejack is the villain this time around. Oh my god.
With thoughts only of herself.
This is gonna be a total.
Hang on just a darn minute. I'm a what now?
An evil stepmother. Ooh,
I think one day I'll ever get used to your decision-making process.
Jesus Christ.
probably not.
No.
I figured, but hang on. I'm supposed to be evil? Who said this Queen Mare character has to be evil?
The plot?
Duh.
Can't have a story without a bad guy. Besides, you've been one before. You can totally do this.
That was a mite different. I was a wolf, and all I wanted was a basket full of apple treats.
Continuity.
What does this queen want?
Why don't you ask your magic mirror?
Oh,
my magic what now?
My god.
As a wedding present to his new bride, the king gave the queen a rare magical mirror that was hung in her chambers.
I recognize that artwork everywhere.
A mirror? Not really my thing. I wonder who Rarity is in this here tale. Maybe she'd want it.
Suddenly, the image on the mirror began to fill with pink clouds of magic. A floating purple pony head appeared eye level to the queen, with a smile on its face.
That's creepy.
There are exactly 432 rarities in your kingdom, my queen. I will now tell you their exact location in alphabetical order.
Hang on, Twi? Is that you?
I am a magic mirror. I have infinite magical knowledge, and it's yours for the asking.
Oh, that's right.
There we go.
The fairest of them all shtick. Well, you ain't gonna get that neither, Pinkie. I'll use this here mirror for good. Check on my kingdom and the ponies and the like. Heck, I could probably solve problems before they even start with this here magic.
AJ, that's not the point of the story.
She don't
better
care.
Pass some pony else then, huh?
Oh, I get it. You're trying to make me change your role in the story. That's super clever, AJ. But not clever enough. Let's see how you fare when I do this.
She becomes a dwarf, doesn't she?
Where's all this RD stuff coming from?
These are a reflection of Princess Sky Blue's accomplishments, my queen. She has become very popular amongst her kingdom. She's bested every night, slain many monsters.
I get it. But, what do the ponies think of the queen? They don't think she's evil, do they?
Evil? Certainly not. They view her as being strong, confident, and honest. Their affection for you knows no bounds.
Good. Then Pinkie's trick didn't... Wait!
Where are we going?
I think I'm getting time skip sick. Magic mirror. The opinions of the ponies haven't changed, have they?
Sky Blue is beloved above all others. Strong, smart,
She's just
brave,
forcing her
loyal,
to take the
and
role.
true. They would do anything to please her.
And the queen?
Her ruling has not changed, though she's often overlooked. Cast in the shadow of her stepdaughter, she's become a background pony in comparison.
What now?
Come on. Oh, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. They just called Applejack a background pony.
I can't take it anymore. Stop!
Flashy lights. That's a no-no.
How many months has it been? I can't remember. Wait.
She's gone insane.
I think I was supposed to do something. Something to do with Sky Blue. She's everywhere. Everywhere I look.
She made Applejack
Blue,
insane.
blue.
How hilarious.
She ain't the queen. I am. Hey, Mirror!
Yes, Your Majesty?
I'm still queen, right?
Of course, Your Majesty.
Good.
What does
And the
Twilight
ponies
sound
still
like
like
a
me, right?
weird?
Mirror.
Not exactly.
The ponies have forgotten you even existed. Locked away in this chamber for months on end, unmoving and staring with vacant eyes at me. Like the queen, they assumed you were dead. Their love and adoration
Scribbler would be pretty.
was to Sky
She
Blue,
ships
the
Apple
only ruler
Twi.
they love.
What? Sky Blue? She's a showboating, boasting bunch of feathers.
Of course she
wouldn't know
is.
the first thing about running a kingdom. I've got to get rid of her somehow. That's the only way things will get back on track again.
I'm guessing that's lost, but I can't really honestly tell.
Yes. Once she's
Sounds
gone,
like it.
everything will make sense again.
It sounds like it.
You say so.
Let's
You
see.
kind of lost it.
I could banish her, but then she'd just come right back again. No,
Voice crack.
I have to do something a little bit more permanent for the good of the kingdom.
Death.
But I'm a queen. I can't just be luring
queen.
away into the woods bringing my shovel. That might look mighty suspicious. No,
It's lost.
I need some pony else to do the deed for me.
That's lost.
Where would I find a pony like that?
I might have the solution, Your Majesty.
The mirror said. Its image shifted and displayed a
Trixie?
blue unicorn sitting on the side of the
Oh,
road,
so she's the
desperately
huntsman.
trying to force a rabbit inside a magician's hat to no avail.
Ha! She's perfect.
So that's the
I'll
huntsman.
send the guards out once to bring her to me. And while they're at it,
Oh my
they
God,
can pick
those-
some apples. Ooh,
Oh my
boy, I
God.
have a hankering. for
Applejack,
It's
calm,
like I haven't
calm,
eaten in months. Apples for
calm.
every pony. That's how I'll win their love back. Apples. It's genius.
I cannot believe that they
Pinkie,
used
I
that.
think you took it a little too far.
Yeah. Oops.
Wait, is that
back to normal
Countess
soon.
Rose? Is that Countess Rose?
Boy almighty. I love apples.
Of course you do.
You're gonna send me to the bad Pinkie corner, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
The great and powerful Huntsmare at your service, Your Majesty.
The huntsmare said, strolling into the throne room in a burst of cheesy smoke effects.
A huntsmare, huh? Apples. What luck. You're used to hunting down little critters, so this shouldn't be too much trouble for y'all. Apples.
What the
What's
hell?
up with the apples thing?
Good
I'm
question.
not sure. I should have just cast some pony else. What if I broke her?
I'm pretty sure at this point you did.
Uh-huh.
I'll fix it.
Oh, no you won't. You'll stay in that bird Pinkie corner as far away from this story as possible.
Wait a minute.
In fact, I'll do you one better. I'm taking away your story editing privileges.
What?
Is that
Can
K-Bug?
you do that?
I want to say
Just
that's
did.
K-Bug.
What? Critters?
Because,
talent, not
it doesn't
critters.
sound like her.
Listen here, Apples. I've got a proposition for you. If I give you this here shovel, a map, apples, and a
This is
potion,
already
do
ridiculous.
you think you might be able to do your Apples Queen a little favor?
A favor for what?
Well, getting rid of that no-good apple sky blue, of course.
Oh my.
What? But isn't she like your daughter?
Daughter. Besides, I think the world might be
20%
better,
cooler.
safer, and more apple-ier
Awesome.
place if she just disappeared. Bring me back one of her feathers as proof that you've done the deed.
Wow.
And if you succeed, I'll make you the official magic act for every apples in the kingdom. But if you fail, well, this here is a tale for youngins, so I can't rightfully say, but it's to apples terrible to be spoken out loud.
Every time she swears it's
How
being covered with
supposed to
apples or
use
something.
these things to...
I forget that you're a bit of a simple-minded apples mare.
Hey!
Just speaking the truth, little miss, since honesty and apples is all I
Oh
am.
my god.
This here map to take her far into the forest,
Everybody
away
take a-
from any apple trails.
Take a
till you're
shot
good and
every time
lost.
she says
Use
apples.
the shovel to do the deed, and hey,
Ka-ting.
you can dig the apple's grave with it afterwards. Then drink this here apples potion that my mirror helped me make to transport yourself back here to the throne room with that feather. Now get!
But how am I supposed to?
I said get!
All right. Jeez. The great and powerful Huntsmare will...
I don't believe
something.
that's Magpie.
The
Magpie's is
Huntsmare
more a
quickly
little bit
left
more
the castle
snarky.
to perform the queen's nefarious deed, even though she didn't fully
Adam-
understand it. The Huntsmare wasted no time finding Sky Blue to complete
Recognize
her task.
this,
She lured her into
artwork,
the
but I
woods
don't
under
know
the
who it is.
pretense that some pony needed saving, something she knew a decorated hero such as Sky Blue could never overlook. However, as the hours passed, Sky Blue became suspicious of the unicorn and prodded more information out of her.
So, who did you say needed my help again? Oh, a little...
That's lost.
Silly. She got lost in the woods and then trapped under a branch, which is why I brought the shovel, to dig her out. I thought you said it was a cult. No, it's
Billy
definitely
cult.
a Billy. So why do you need me here? Why didn't you just conjure up a shovel with your magic and save her hours ago? Oh, well, you see...
Cause you're a terrible liar.
All right. It was all a lie. I'm actually just, your biggest fan. Yeah, that's it. And I've lured you out here to spend time with you and get your autograph.
The Huntsmare said, offering Sky Blue her hat with a forced smile.
That's
Sky Blue
K-Bug,
cocked
that's
her head to
K-Bug,
the
I
side
recognize
with
voice
confusion.
now.
Huh. Clever. Never had a fan pull this before. Gotta give you props for creativity, I guess.
That's definitely lost.
Sky Blue took the hat and plucked out one of her feathers to use as a quill.
Oh.
What's your name? Pony Horse?
Pony Horse. What a name.
Alrighty. There you go.
Sky Blue said with a
Have
wink.
fun.
Great. Oh, and I'm going to need that feather you just plucked. Okay. And I'm gonna need you to stay in the forest and never ever come back again. Whoa, hold on, what?
Ouch.
Before Sky Blue could finish her thought, the Huntsmare took the shovel and hit her over the head. Sky Blue immediately fell to the ground unconscious.
Death.
Huh, that was easy. Who knew these things were so effective? Ugh, pony horse? What was I thinking? Now the great and powerful Huntsmare has to find a new hat.
The Huntsmare
Oh
said
my.
bitterly,
It'll
before
wash
drinking
out.
from the potion vial that would teleport her back to the castle. Sometime later,
What,
Sky
so
Blue
does
groaned
she
back
have
into
amnesia? Also,
consciousness,
really nice
putting a
artwork.
hoof
Like
through her
this
head.
artwork.
I better get back before it gets too dark.
Sky Blue took off from the ground and flew back over the
Okay, so
path
she doesn't have
believed she
amnesia.
had taken. However, the pounding headache she felt blurred her vision, and she swayed to and fro as she flew.
That's the last time I follow a deranged fan into the...
Sky Blue was cut short when she crashed head first into the side of a small cottage in the center of a clearing. The wall was thin and brittle. It crumbled around her as she landed hard on her right wing. She cried out in pain as the 7 inhabitants of the cottage scurried over to see what had happened.
Talk about breaking and entering. Great. Just great. She made me smell my dinner.
Wait a minute. Is this a crossover with Disney Fanatic?
She's trying to come for a visit and doesn't know how to use a door.
What?
How many Pinkie Pies do we have here?
All of you? And what is this stuff?
Sky Blue asked, noting that the debris around didn't resemble a wall at all.
It's a gingerbread house.
Instead. In fact, the whole house appeared to be made of candy and sweets.
Wrong fairy tale. That's Hansel and Gretel.
Pillars of candy cane provided the structure, and licorice lined all the windows. Even the little kitchen table was made of pretzel, and the 7 seats beside it made of gumdrops.
You're in a gingerbread house, silly. I got a great deal on it with the fairy tale realtor. Used to belong to a witch, but let me tell you, that witch sure could bake. Here, I'll help you up. Oh, that wing doesn't look too good. Shrinky Pie, you're a doctor, right?
Pie?
What do you think? Shrinky Pie?
Sky Blue asked, still a little dazed
and
confused.
You gotta take what I
it
just
was
said
then
right
she
out of my mouth.
realized how strange the pony inhabitants looked.
Oh dear
There
God.
were 7 ponies in total, and each pony was a different bright color of the rainbow, with the exception of the pink pony who had initially helped her to her hooves. Other than by color, they were identical.
My doctorate is in the field of psychiatry, but I'll take a look at it anyway.
The smart one.
Pie, the orange pony,
said,
approaching Sky Blue.
Oh, what? Ow!
Yep, definitely broken.
Ouch.
She'll have to stay here for a few weeks so it can heal.
A few weeks?
Also, that's Rebonch, and I recognize that Pinkie Pie.
You live in a castle?
Sleepy?
They must have really comfy beds in a castle.
You don't know who I am? Clumsy, attractive, friendly. I'm Princess Sky Blue.
Ooh, nice to meet you, Princess. Did you hear that, Phyllis? She's a real princess. Are we so lucky she broke our wall?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Don't be. Like I said, a witch used to live here and she put a spell on this place a long
Hansel
time
and
ago.
Gretel.
The wall is regenerating itself.
It's
If it
Hansel
didn't,
and Gretel.
we'd have been homeless by now. We can't seem to stop eating this place. My name is Pinkie Pie, and this is Shrinky Pie.
I prefer Doc, actually.
Doc?
It keeps it from getting too confusing around here.
Yeah, that's
You look
Rebonch.
like you have some deep-seated problems. Maybe mommy issues?
This is Dinky Pie. Isn't she so adorable? Oh,
Stinky?
small like that. I am the same size as the rest of you.
So that's anger,
The
basically.
red one,
Or
Pinkie
grumpy.
Pie, said, enraged. Sky Blue noticed that compared to the others, she was indeed much smaller.
And a really short temper. You can even say it's downright dinky. Get it?
Dinky.
Moving right along, there's Stinky Pie.
Stinky Pie. So the not so
green mare,
cleanly,
Stinky,
clean
said,
one.
holding out her hoof. A foul odor soon wafted over Sky Blue and her eyes teared up. She took a step
is an
back
interesting
and laughed
setup.
nervously, trying not to gag.
Pleasure to meet you. Blinky Pie.
Blinky Pie, Sleepy.
Time for bed yet?
The blue-colored Blinky Pie said,
She reminded me
blinking
of,
her eyes, trying to
Inside
force
Out
them
as
to
well.
remain open.
She's super sleepy all of the time.
Of
And
course.
there's Winky Pie. It'll be nice to have such a brave,
Is that Rarity?
beautiful princess in the house.
The purple one said, winking as she gave Sky
Oh,
Blue
so
the
she's
once-over.
the...
She likes to wink at every pony for some reason. But
She's
really
also-
nice to 'em. Almost as nice as Gleeky Pie
She's also
here.
getting shipped.
That's me, because I'm always just bursting over with glee.
The yellow one said,
Is that a word?
I want to
No,
say
not
that's
really,
news
but
script
I ran
right
out of
there.
rhymes. So, you're all sisters?
Astute observation, but I'm afraid not. We're clones of Pinkies. Isn't that just delightful?
Delightful? How is being a defective clone delightful? Defective? Well, it's kind of a long story, but there's this pony called top narrator, and she took away my fourth wall breaking powers before I could fix everything, so I went to the mirror pond to make a clone of myself.
Oh
I
no.
swore I'd never do that again, to put in the bad Pinkie corner in my place, so I could sneak into the story, fix everything, and sneak out without detection. But she messed up the incantation, didn't you, Pinkie? All the Pinkies came out a bit, different. And to make matters worse, I can't remember what I'm supposed to do to fix things. I want my meta powers back.
Hold on a second.
What? Can we finish this conversation tomorrow? It's almost dark out. Time for sleep. Ooh, I call the bed next to the princess.
That is the romantic one.
Stinky Pie added, jumping up and down and spreading her scent around the room.
Like
Sky Blue and the other Pinkies coughed and covered their noses.
Like lust.
That's really nice and all, but, is there maybe a bed alone somewhere? You can have the couch, as long as you dinky promise to not make a mess.
Dinky promise?
What's a dinky promise? You don't want to know.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'll get you all bandaged up and ready for bed.
Gleeky said, taking Sky Blue's hoof in hers and pulling her along.
Oh my gosh.
Assist. Only the practice hoof of a professional should set that bone.
Yeah, that's true about Sam.
About your mother.
Howdy, Mirror,
the Queen said, awaking the magical mirror from its slumber.
You look rather well, Your Majesty.
I feel mighty better, it's true. Heck, it's only been one day without Sky Blue and all the twitching stopped.
That's good.
Point is,
yeah.
my brilliant plan was a success.
Not
But I
exactly.
figure I might as well just ask. So, Mirror, who is favorite pony now?
Her
Maybe
pony?
she's gone now that she's out of your sight. But Princess Sky Blue is alive this night. Ponies will still love her so long as she draws breath. The only way to beat her is a swift, untimely death.
She's alive? This can't be! That lying, thieving hoodwink of a mare tricked me! Why didn't
She's
you tell me this
alive in,
before?
like, spirit.
And why didn't you ask for me to confirm whether she was successful or not?
Well played, Mare. Well played. Fine. If y'all want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. As soon as I figure out what that is, got any ideas?
Unfortunately, I do. As your magic mirror, I'm bound to help you, no matter how heinous the crime. You could perhaps use the spellbook?
The mirror's image shifted away from the floating
magic
pony head
of
into
sleep.
a book of spells that she was able to retrieve from the mirror's surface. The book opened to a page entitled Forever Sleep. The Queen narrowed her eyes, glossing over the spell's effects and ingredients.
Forever sleep, huh?
It's the worst thing we're allowed
That's
to do at a
basically
kid's
Sleeping
show.
Beauty
We just
again.
need something to enchant. It can be an object or a food.
Apples? Can it be apples? Let's poison
You said the magic
some
word.
apples. Apples, apples, apples!
Crap. So that's what sets off her crazy.
Uh-huh.
Steer clear of that.
Oh,
How
goodness
about a medal?
gracious.
Sky Blue is a decorated hero. She loves getting medals.
The Queen shook her head, blinking her eyes a few times to regain what little sanity remained.
Yes. Yes. It's perfect. Her pride will be her undoing. But I need a disguise to pull this off.
The Queen hurriedly flipped through the rest of the spellbook pages,
Why is she
gathering
gonna
all
look
the
like it's the
information she
crazy
needed
old
to pull
lady?
off her wicked endeavor. The Queen, with the
Shining
assistance
armor?
of her magic mirror, disguised herself as a light blue stallion with a dark blue mane. He was called Obligatory Love Interest, or Ollie for short. The Queen knew he was a friend of Sky Blue's. Some ponies she had seen her race and joust
A
with in
changeling
her
would have
many
been perfect in that
spectacles.
position.
It didn't take her long to locate the Candy Cottage in the woods, and once Pinkie and the clones left, she knocked briskly on the door.
Ooh, nice
Moments
animation.
later, Sky Blue answered it, sensing no danger.
Finally! I found you!
Ollie? What are you doing here?
Every pony thinks you're on another adventurous crusade, but I was supposed to find you to give you this medal. You know, as a thank you for saving
Oh,
an orphanage
is
with
it?
terminally ill foals from a combination of
Lost Mag.
Yeah! That was weird, right?
Oh wow, lots of
Sky Blue
callbacks
said
here.
with a chuckle.
But I see
She
Lost Mag
clasped the medal
mostly.
around her neck and puffed out her chest proudly.
Glad you found me. I was beginning to think... Wait.
And
Sky Blue
she
started,
gone.
but quickly collapsed on the ground deep in sleep. Ollie laughed, his voice changing into the deranged laughter of the queen.
That changeling spell worked perfect. Now I'm rid of her for
What
good.
did I just say? I just said a changeling was perfect for that
Pinkie and the
role.
clones returned, they were shocked and distraught to see the princess on the ground, unconscious. Well, most of them anyway.
Oh god.
First, she breaks our wall. Then, she eats our food. Now, she expects us to carry her up to bed?
I don't think she's sleeping. And I know something about sleeping.
Should I give her mouth to mouth?
Oh goodness.
Oh, cruel, cruel fate. Taking such a beautiful princess away from me while she was still in her prime. Wait, what's this?
Pinkie asked, picking up the medal around Sky Blue's neck.
She'd probably want a medal for being the best-looking sleeping princess. Tell that to Sleeping Beauty.
Let me take a look. Nothing on the front except your cutie mark. But there's something written very small on the back. I'll have to take it off to see.
Shrinky said, unclasping
It's an incantation,
the medal.
isn't it?
Sky Blue immediately sat up and gasped, her chest heaving in panic in her eyes.
Oh, Joy! You're right! I knew everything was going to
Shut
turn out
up.
okay.
What happened?
We were about to ask you the same thing.
The last thing I remember was Ollie, an old friend of mine, giving me that medal.
Wait, so an old friend of yours just happened to show up all the way out here with a medal, and that didn't look suspicious to you?
Well,
yeah.
whoever or whatever he was, you probably shouldn't let any pony in the cottage while we're away.
Maybe she should come with us. No, Stinky. You don't understand fairy tale logic yet. We have to mine rocks every day, even though we don't use them for anything, and leave a troubled princess alone where her evil stepmother queen can try to outsmart her and bring her harm. At least until I remember what it was I was supposed to do. Or maybe one of us can stay behind with her. I volunteer myself. Me too. Do I have to go over fairy tale logic again?
I don't need any pony to watch over me. I can take care of myself just fine.
Sure you can.
The next day, Pinkie and the clones left again for the mines, leaving Sky Blue behind. She promised them profusely not to open the door for any
if
pony,
Fluttershy has shown
but it
up.
wasn't too long before she heard a knock at the
Now
window.
who's this?
Oh, is any pony there?
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm just trying to raise money for my animal retreat. I won't bother you again.
Wait, what are you selling?
Oh, well,
Robin
I'm
Hood?
sort of a healer, and I heard that you had a broken wing. I have some enchanted bandages that will instantly heal it. All I ask for is 3 gold bits.
3 bits, that's all? What a deal!
Oh, that face.
Sky Blue said, retrieving the coins from her saddlebag and exchanging them for the bandages.
That looks
Here,
like...
Let me help you with that.
Wait,
Oh.
who told you I was injured? No pony except...
Oh
Sky
my
Blue
god.
started, then collapsed on the ground in slumber.
That looks like a dragon.
Seriously?
Dinky said, while she and the others examined the princess's body.
No medallion this time.
From what I observe, I believe these bandages are new.
Good idea, Doc.
Pinkie said, unraveling her injured wing.
And then she comes back to
As
life, right?
before, Sky Blue gasped for breath and shot up from the ground in a haze.
What happened this time? I thought I told you not to open the door.
I didn't! I opened the window. It was a peddler. She said she could heal my wing with magic bandages.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my poor princess. Don't you worry. I'll tend to your every need.
That's like
Let me need a hug.
that's like anger from
No,
Inside Out.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Or Short
I won't
Fuse from
open
My
the
Little
door
Pony if
or
you want to
the
be more
window
technical.
to any pony ever again. I promise.
The next day proceeded like normal. Against common sense, Pinkie and the clones wandered away from their cottage without the princess to do menial work for no gain. Sky Blue had shut the doors and all the windows so she wouldn't be tempted a third time. A few hours went by with no sign of any intruders when there came a knock at the gingerbread wall.
Oh, Granny Smith. That makes more sense.
Who's there? Why, you don't sound like Pinkie or her delightful clones. You know about them? Know about them? Goodness, I'm their neighbor. I'm the little old mare who lives in a shoe. I just crossed the pond over there. Every month I bring my basket of fruits and vegetables.
We are crossing
Fairy Tale,
Hansel and Gretel, and
children.
I can't remember the name of that one.
You say?
The lady that
Blue
lived in a
said,
shoe or
her
something like
stomach
that.
growling with hunger. There's only so much sugary foods one pony can eat before getting herself sick.
What kinds of fruits and vegetables? Oh, all sorts of things, really. Oh, why don't you break down this wall here, and I can give this basket to you. I'll just take that piece home with me. Something in me is telling me not to.
Yeah, don't.
That's just your common sense theory. Pay no mind to it now.
Yeah.
Sky Blue did as the old mare had instructed, bucking down the gingerbread wall.
Why, thank you, young filly. Here are the fruits and vegetables I promised.
She said, handing over the basket.
Dash is a
Sky
little
Blue didn't
idiot
waste
in
a
this
moment,
story.
accepting the gift and devouring produce left and right.
Be sure to try the
And
pears. They're
poisoned.
mighty sweet. Oh, and don't forget the carrots. They have just the right amount of crunch. And you can't go wrong with apples.
Oh no.
What did you say? I said apples can't go apples with apples. There's only one mare I know that talks like that.
Yeah.
You're not an old mare
Yep.
at all. You're the queen.
Sky Blue choked on the last word, literally gasping for air as the piece of poisoned apple blocked her windpipe. She thrashed around in panic, crashing into the gingerbread house
Isn't
before
this
landing on the ground
exactly
into a
what
forever
happened
slumber.
last time?
Wait! I remember what I was supposed to do! I have to snap the queen before... Oh no! Applejack, how could you? She's your best friend!
This is way too meta for me.
Friends? How could I ever be friends with some pony more beloved than I? In fact, as I recall, you are a mite popular too. These here are called Pinkie
Whoa.
Tails.
Oh.
I can't have
Oh.
that. Now that I'm evil and you're powerless, I'm just gonna have to take it all for myself. Apple tails! Apples! Apples!
Oh
apples!
my
The queen stepped closer to Pinkie, who backed away in fear.
Now, AJ, I was just trying to tell a story, you know? You weren't supposed to be like this.
Apples? Apples.
The queen taunted,
Ay,
getting
ay,
closer
ay.
and holding a shovel from seemingly nowhere.
Stop the story.
Yeah.
This isn't how it goes.
Yeah, she's definitely got
You're
Pinkie's
gonna
powers now.
apples. Get what's coming to you, you crazy little pink apples critter.
Ow, my ears. That was,
Oh man! Oh my god, our god, man!
What's going on?
Well, after I saw what you did to AJ, I decided it was about time she had the upper hoof.
oh.
Narrator and me concocted the whole thing. The evil schemes, the apples tick, even the deranged laughter. It takes more than a few months to drive me to insanity, Pinkie Pie. I have to live with you every single day.
So, I gave her story awareness to you, and your fourth wall breaking abilities to Applejack. I've seen the headache you've given her in your past stories, so it was only fair.
Fair is fair.
Only fair. Oh, Applejack, I'm
Also,
so sorry.
really nice
I only did
artwork,
it
by
because
the way.
I knew
Good.
you would be
Kudos to the
perfect in this
artist.
role, and I should have asked you first. You know, since you're kind of aware of what's going on.
Not just kinda anymore. Now that I know that there's a narrator, I have a lot more pull in these here stories. So I guess that means I can forgive you, seeing how I can pick my own parts from now on. Besides, in your own strange way, it's kind of a compliment to my acting abilities.
See? That's what I've been saying! But wait, if this was all an act, is Sky Blue in on it too?
Oh no, she's really cursed. You're the one that goes on about the stories being accurate. This time I got to have some fun with that. Oh, and I saw who you casted as the prince, and I didn't agree with that, so I went ahead and recast that part.
Wait,
Then
what?
who's gonna wake her up?
Why don't we find out?
Rarity. It was Rarity, wasn't it?
Pinkie and the clones found their precious princess on the ground once again, but no matter how much they tried, they could not wake her from her deadly sleep. After some searching, Shrinky Pie discovered the curse that was used on the princess, and more importantly, the way to break it. She explained that the princess could only be awakened by someone she loved, but they had no idea who that pony could be. So, despite Winkie Pie's many attempts to wake her herself, Pinkie and the clones built her a gingerbread casket without a lid. They placed her in a brightly lit meadow and told all ponies far and wide the story of the sleeping princess. Many ponies attempted to wake her, but all failed. That was until one particular bright afternoon when a handsome prince happened to pass by. He had heard of the legend of the sleeping princess and decided to try to wake her himself.
Who is this?
When he saw her, he was struck by her beauty. Never before had he seen a princess more beautiful and more perfect for him than her.
A kiss on the cheek should awaken my princess.
Oh my god.
I will have found the perfect pony for me.
Knew it. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be her.
Rainbow Dash too?
I knew it was gonna be her. I knew it was gonna be her.
That's really funny.
That's ridiculous.
It's comedy genius.
I thought so. Heck,
That's just
I
plain
might even
ridiculous.
be funnier than you. Apple Tails doesn't sound so bad now, is it?
Is that gonna be a thing now?
No.
The end. And that's the end to this here tale, youngins. Pinkie finally got what was coming to her, and we stayed true to the story to boot. Now I gotta figure out how to get her out of there. I guess I'll be seeing y'all next time for some more Apple Tales.
Okay. Okay, let's see if I got some names right. Kate Bug was the narrator, yeah. Sky Blue, Lost Narrator, yeah. Lost Narrator. Neon Visions. Lullaby! I knew I recognized that voice, god damn it. New script. Shrinky was Rebomb. Starry Flame, did not know that one. And of course, that's obvious. Purple Party Tiger. Toxic Cure. Cloud9? Oh wow. Old Mirror by Magpie Pie, I knew that one. Really? Wow. And of course. Singleac, Melody Light, Urban, of course. The Brightest Twilight, Star. Joe Chillers, I recognize that name, that's one of our lost patrons. Luminar Marine, Rena Silverstone, My MLP Dreams, Black Kiki Wiki, Purple, whatever. Rocky Blue, Optic Spectrum, recognize that one. Bluebell Cookie, Kitties by the Millions, Marking. Violet, nice artwork, very good job. Flashfire, and Alexa Lynn. That's cute. And of course, Magpie. Cottage backgrounds by Isa. Spike Nokio. Oh gosh, Spike's next to be tortured. Okay. Why is there a Watch Mojo on Baby Comics list? Good question. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna... Well, this one was very interesting is all I can say. I mean, what is there to say about it? I mean, it's very meta, it's very different from the other ones, and I think it's very fitting, honestly. I mean, with Rainbow Dash as the princess, I knew that Mag was gonna, like, play around with a few things, and I knew that one of those was gonna be, like, Applejack's role. But I had no idea it was gonna go that far. I mean, seriously, Applejack was going to Lesson 0 Twilight levels, honestly. Twilighting is now officially a thing in the Brony community. So, yeah. This one was bizarre and very strange and just, as always, random. But Dash was a complete and utter moron in this one, I'm sorry, but she was, and that ending, yeah. I don't know how to even comprehend that. But with that said, I wonder if Apple Tails are going to be a thing now. I wonder if that's going to be a highly requested thing for for Magpie to do. That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind it. But yeah, this one was definitely the strangest and most bizarre. Got a lot of names incorrect on that one. Well, actually I didn't get quite a few incorrect because the Trixie one, I had a feeling it might have been Mag, but it just didn't sound as snarky enough for it to be her. But then again, I've been wrong before. But yeah, very fun, and this was just a random one. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It was just that funny and that ridiculous. Like 5 minutes in, we've already got like ridiculousness going on with freaking Applejack as the queen going bonkers. And yeah, that I don't know what to say, honestly. I mean, these are funny and always are enjoyable and entertaining. But man, oh man, this was just bizarre. Definitely a different one. But regardless, Spike is next. Spike Pinocchio. So Pinocchio. Well, Pinocchio is an older story, and it's very dark, in all honesty, and kind of matches Spike very well, because in the original Pinocchio, Pinocchio was like a Tom Sawyer. He was a little crap that did nothing but cause trouble. Spike's kind of along those lines a little bit, but not exactly. But yeah, this one was, but we'll wait for the future for that. But I don't know if she's going to go with the original story or if she's going to go with the actual fairy tale that Disney made. But yeah, this was just random and strange and just overall ridiculous. I mean, I feel stupefied. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, great job by all the voice actors, great job by all the artists. And as long as Darling Dash isn't in it, I'm happy with Crazy Queen Applejack any day. So yeah, that's all I gotta say on this one. So if you guys like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more. Make sure to hit that bell icon if you want to be notified about everything. And make sure to go check out Mag as well. And make sure to go check out Mag as well, because the link to the original video will be in the description below if you don't want to hear me yapping over it. And make sure to give her a subscription. Make sure to subscribe to Magpie. She's a fantastic content creator. And also make sure to go check out all of the voice actors and artists. They're all amazing people and all very talented individuals. But yep, that's all I've got. I mean, there's not really much else to say except this was just quite the ride. And yeah, can't wait for the next one. So keep up the good work, Mag, and yep, happy horse until next time, guys, and make sure to stay safe and stay out of Pinkie Pie's way, otherwise you may end up in Pinkie Tails.